What is Hogwarts Legacy? In short, it is everything that every Wizarding World fan or gaming fan has wanted since they first read the very first Harry Potter book. Hogwarts Legacy is a completely single-player experience, so you get to experience your own storyline during your time at Hogwarts. Now, as you can imagine, we can experience everything that comes with a Hogwarts-based game. We get to pick our house, pick our wand, and even ride a broomstick around the surrounding areas. We will attend classes, spend time with our friends in our common rooms, and just get to explore the wondrous castle that is Hogwarts. Now, into the details on Hogwarts Legacy is a story set at Hogwarts, and you will be attending in your 5th year at school as a late starter. The time frame for this story is set in the late 1800s, and during this time there is an ongoing goblin rebellion as well as some form of dark curse that is spreading throughout the land around Hogwarts, and there is also dark wizards and poachers aplenty. Now, for some reason, your character is going to be starting late at Hogwarts, and because of this, you need to catch up with the rest of your fellow students. To do this, you will have lessons with many a new teacher that we have never heard of before, and you will also have access to the Room of Requirements to allow yourself personal study time to try to catch up. The Ministry of Magic seem very intrigued by your magical education as well, as they provide you with a field guide to help you learn through the wizarding world. Now, the core of this story seems to revolve around an ancient magic, and this is a magic that for some reason you as your character can somehow wield, and the ministry and some of the teachers are aware of this and are trying to understand the ancient magic that you possess. During your time at Hogwarts, you will meet many a character. Some we know from our time in the Harry Potter series books, and some that are new and really exciting. Some familiar faces, such as Nearly Headless Nick or Professor Binns, the history teacher, will be showing up during your time at Hogwarts. And there's also the head teacher, Phineas Nigellus Black, who is going to be a primary antagonist for your time at school. We can also make many companions throughout this game. We have been shown Natsai Onai, a Gryffindor. She has moved over here with her mother, who has become the divination teacher, and she has a whole story of her own. There's also a very nice Poppy Sweeting, who associates more with animals than she does with humans, and definitely brings a Newt Scamander vibe to the game. Perhaps most interestingly of our student companions, there's also Sebastian Sallow. He and his family have a dark secret of some sort of curse that is on his sister, and he is trying to stop that at any means, including using dark magic. As for the gameplay in Hogwarts Legacy, it is definitely a role-playing game. You have all of the elements of a well-known role-playing games with leveling your character up, unlocking more powerful and unique spells as you go on, and also leveling up clothing and different equipment that you can use. Underneath all of this, there appears to be a third-person shooter with the spells that we are casting, but we also have elements of RPG within this as well, where you can select different spells and combinations to attack different enemies, exploiting their weaknesses. One of the main parts of this game is exploration, and you will explore the castle and the grounds and the surrounding area of Hogwarts itself to find its many secrets. During this exploration, there's been mention of famous characters like Merlin, and if you complete his tasks, you can unlock secrets about him. While exploring, you will come across many different enemy types. We know that there are poachers, there are dark wizards and witches, and there are goblins, as well as many different beasts that we will have to fight during our adventure. And though that does sound like a fantastic game, that is not all of it, because there are several more elements to this game itself. You will have to gather ingredients for potion making. You will also have to gather plants to grow them, and you will also have to gather items to upgrade your equipment. And if that isn't enough, there is also a fantastic beasts simulation element to the game, and inside the Room of Requirement you have access to vivariums where you can capture, tame, and also care for many magical creatures, some of which are mountable and some of which can potentially help you in combat. Now, as a gamer, everything I've just said will sound incredible, but what about the Harry Potter fans? Now, let me assure you, they seem to be doing everything in their power to make this game be exactly what you wanted it to be. It will be your own Wizarding World experience, but they will also improve on and expand the known lore that we know from the Wizarding World. You are able to capture pages of the handbook throughout many places in the Wizarding World, and these will give information and backstories to many different locations that we have seen throughout the books, but also new areas that we have not yet experienced. Little features that have been spotted in the trailers so far show that this team really are trying to stick to the lore that we know. They have shown off little things like the statue of Hengist of Woodcroft, who is the founder of Hogsmeade, and also the map of Argyllshire that the Fat Lady hides in after Sirius Black destroys her portrait. These little details show how in-depth and true to the original lore the developers are being in this game. Now, if you have dreamt about taking on dark wizards, or if you have dreamt about wandering the halls of Hogwarts, or flying over it taking in its majestic beauty, or maybe you have dreamt of joining a illegal dueling club and battling your fellow students for the prize of being the best. Or perhaps you have wanted to experience Hogwarts history live and experience a goblin rebellion. Or perhaps you just want to look after a Niffler and pet it and feed it and make sure it's okay. In Hogwarts Legacy, you can do all of this and much, much more. I have followed this game and made content around it from the very beginning to now the release being just around the corner. And I just wanted to release a little love letter to what I've seen in the development of a game that I personally, and I'm sure many other people, have wanted for a very long time. I want to thank the development team for the journey that they have sent us through during the development of this game, because I have not seen anything like it for a game release before this. I would also like to thank the incredible Hogwarts Legacy fan base and all of the creators and all of the people who watch the videos in this community. It really is one of the best communities that you could ever be part of. And of course, I want to thank all of you for watching this video. We are so close to the release, and I'm so excited to be playing this game, and I cannot wait to experience it with all of you on this channel. But until then, mischief managed.